Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Firmbie with you, and welcome to my little corner of the interwebs. It's great to have company. Thanks for dropping by. Now, just some quick housekeeping before we get into today's game. Remember, every week we do have a feature streamer. So if you want to be featured as a streamer or a content creator, by all means just let me know. By all means subscribe to the channel if you so wish, but you don't have to. But just PM me that you'd like to be included as a feature streamer or a content creator, and I'll add you to the description down below. So this week's feature stream, I should say, is listed in the description down below, so go and check that out. Now, what we'd like to do today is get into some World of Warships, and just fairly casual gaming today, so I thought I'd just jump on the webcam and bring the game up and see what sort of trouble we can go and find today. So, as I said, fairly casual, and sometimes I'll do a bit more serious gameplay. Other times I'll come out and do the live streaming. Today, a bit more casual, a bit more laid back. Perhaps let me know in the comment section what sort of style that you'd prefer. Whether you like the more edited, cut down versions, or whether you just like these sort of casual chats. By all means, let me know in the comments section below while this game is just starting up. Also in the comment section below, let me know what sort of games that you're into. I've got a number of games that sort of in the back of my mind to present on the channel. Whether I'll get back into the FPS sort of genre. Shout out to Big Shadow. I was only talking to him last night about getting back into Astroneer, and whether that's pre-recorded or live stream. Again, let me know in the comment section whether you like the pre-recorded or the live stream style of format. I'm certainly open to your suggestions, so certainly do that. That's my phone going, or someone's tweeted me already. Speaking of Twitter, that's the other thing I must remind you of, is that if you wish to be notified when we do go live, when I say we, generally it's a couple of us that get into a multiplayer game at some stage, but if you like to be notified when I do go live, then simply add me on Twitter. Then about 10-15 minutes before we go live, I'll generally tweet out so that in fact is about to happen. Speaking of happening, this game is finally happening about 10 seconds before we start off. In this game, let's see what sort of team members we have listed. I'm in the New Mexico, one of my sort of go-to battleships for some reason. We might try a couple of different ships this afternoon. Did I not put camo? Yes, it just took a bit for that to spawn in. Spawn right down the bottom of the map, as you can see in our mini-map down below there, which is never that good. I generally like to spawn sort of in the middle to the I was about to point on the screen, so I mean you can't actually see where I'm pointing on the screen, see if I can't. Like spawning sort of down here somewhere, but right down the southern side. Let's go back to game, and we might head directly east maybe and see if we can't assist taking this A point. Hi team. I generally like to put a comment out saying hello, how you doing, how is everyone, when I do get into game, just sort of see who's paying attention, and that generally gives if people are paying attention, it's generally a good generalization that they you know, are not new to the game and know what they're doing. But if you put a post up saying hello, how you doing, what's everyone up to, and no one responds, well, either not English speaking, or perhaps English is not their first language, or they are completely new and don't know how to operate the message system. So speaking of which, look, if you are new to the game and you don't know how to the message is just simply the enter button. I just press the enter button and you know, pop whatever you want, and then just press enter again, and of course that chat comes up in the chat window. So, as well as a whole range of callouts. You can see down the left hand side there, if you've never seen that before, I'm just pressing the tab key there, and some very quick callouts that you use quite often. So they are quite handy to have too. Let's not run into this line here. Bit of room. We are all gravitating fairly well to the west there, so we've got plenty of support there, but once we take A, we're all going to be down the southern side, so I might just
Enemy battleship sighted.
see if I can't put some supporting fire down range at this B point. This Atlanta may come into range in a moment. He'd just been whacked with something.
Concentrate fire on the enemy warship.
He's not actually creeping forward. If I can get some shots down range on this guy. Turning in. So we give him a bit of a lead being a destroyer and the distance that those rounds will have to travel. Look, what am I running into? Oops, sorry mate. It's actually a Normandy. I've not seen a Normandy on. I've seen testers play the Normandy, but I haven't actually seen one in game as yet. So. Okay. Guy here looks like he could do with some rounds. Oh, so I didn't lead that very well by the looks of it. And overshoot the mark. No, couple of hits, but no, nothing did come of that too much. All right, I come around the corner. No, actually, let's try this right here again. See how those rounds go. It'll look a little bit better. Yep, just shy of $2,000 on that one. $3,000, beg your pardon. But we are going to hit a fair bit of resistance once we get around this rock here. So, I don't know why everyone's turning out.
Get back! Attention. Reporting the target
That's why we're all
position.
here, because of all that. I don't love it when people just ping the map for just for giggles. Let's get rid of this guy if we can. Let's press that button there.
Requesting fire on the
And get some rounds out.
Roger.
And if they connect, they should be... No, he's already down. Excellent. Now...
I need support. Affirmative. All stations requesting fire on the designated target.
he should be coming around the corner right now, which he is, and fire, fire, fire. Keep on coming, and... Oh, $10,000, I'll take that.
Attention. Reporting the target position.
Oh, okay, now we want one of our DDs over here. Because we actually need some eyes and ears.
Intelligence data. All stations requesting fire on the designated target.
$1,000 from that gun, Nagato. Not very much at all. I'm you can see, just putting the brakes on here, just to let some of these some of our allies catch up a little bit. Now I've got plenty of people targeting me at the moment, and there's a DD on A there who I'm sure he'll have torps out. Yep, there we go. There's his torps as I anticipated. Flooding fairly quickly, and we'll get back some of those. A little bit of health there, not that much, but yeah, as I said, anticipated those torps coming in. That's why I started reversing up, and thankfully I only had to take one of those.
Problem solved, sir. Concentrate fire on the enemy warship.
There's that DD. He's turning back in. These look pretty good on that Colorado. And I'll take 10 grand, thank you very much. Now these guys are actually turning in there, so we've got a lot of broadside customers there, so hopefully I don't hit this Congo if I send rounds out. Let's see if we can't get some rounds on this guy here. No, he's reversing back. Now, I wish these guys would just concentrate on one or the other ship. We've got a lot of ships shooting at different ships there. So reversing back fairly quickly. So I'm thinking about there. See how they land. Another 9 grand. Just a little bit broadside for my liking. Yeah, so we should be straighten out a little bit so that that Nagato doesn't citadel us from that distance. So again, calling out our targets. And that's important when you play World of Warships. Do call out your targets. He's not shooting at me, which is nice.
Bullseye.
Nice chunky citadel there. Again, just calling out the targets so that people know what you're shooting at. He's burning down. Someone's setting the light quite nicely, so another 10 seconds before our reload is ready. We should start motoring a little bit, I think. Again, a little bit broad. There it goes. A little bit broadside than I would have liked, and we're pretty lucky to get away with that Nagato being so broadside to him. But he's down. He's out of the picture, so that's the main thing. He's heading back to the port screen. So it's another ship we don't need to worry about now. Wondering whether this Atlanta is within range. He may or may not be going down, but if these connect, he certainly will. Which way is he turning?
Requesting fire on the designated target. Acknowledged.
So certainly if these connect, he is going to go down. Oh, swing and a miss, sunshine. But he went down anyway, that's fine. Someone got him.
Our team has taken the lead.
So we have got the enemy team certainly on the back foot at the moment, and they've certainly lost a lot of ships. We got 641 to 284 with 2 caps, and working on our 3rd cap. A lot of broadsided ships out here. See if we can't pick on this Colorado. I don't mind going a little bit broadside in this particular situation because we only got one, at the moment, one ship that can potentially shoot at us. So let's get some rounds out on you, and I'm wondering whether we can't get a few rounds out on this Fuso as well. Oh, Citadel for the win, son. Sit down.
Our victory is in sight.
Now, perhaps I might get some rounds out on this New Mexico while he's distracted by other guys over there. Another 7 grand from him. I'll take that. Again, his guns aren't pointing this way. He's turning out back to the Colorado. He's not having a fun day, and he is out of there as well. He's heading back to the port screen. Nice. Nicely played, team. Nicely played indeed. We certainly fell onto A point with certainly a lot of power, certainly a lot of firepower. But it's worked out for us this time around. Let's go there. Let's see how that landed. He's actually travelling well and truly away. He's turning out, but a couple of them may splash his decks. And we've certainly got him on the run at the moment. We're well and truly in the front. Let's call it 930 for round figures for 150. All points are taken, and of course our last two ships are running for the hill. So well and truly got this game in the bag. We're just basically just farming damage at this point in time. He's going to turn out. Let's go about here, and hopefully we'll get him in mid-turn. See how these land. 6 grand, almost 7 grand off that salvo. I'll take that. He's certainly feeling it. Again, it is a credit to the team. There we go, end game. A credit to the team. They played well. They played as a team. They watched what the ships that were being called out, and all shot that same ship. And that's the way to win games. Take one ship out at a time. If you've got multiple ships shooting at multiple ships, then you're really only pecking. It's a death by 1,000 pecks. But if you're able to all shoot at something like the same ship, take them out instantly, and there's another ship out of the game. Especially those high-valued targets. 4th on the table. Look, not too shabby, I suppose. Could have done a bit better, but these guys up here certainly played well. I might even compliment those for a job well done. Guys, thank you very much for your company. Certainly do appreciate it. Hopefully you enjoyed that little video from World of Warships, and I'll look forward to your company in the next one.